some of you out there, of course, in the INFJ community, I'm focusing primarily on you. Perhaps you have a meditation exercise that you do that actually helps you. But I'm just going to go over some basic techniques that I try to practice at least once a night, at least maybe a little bit before I go to bed, maybe as a relaxing tool that helps me to focus. Now, this is how, if you'd like, I'm going to partake in this right now. Typically, the way I do it is find yourself a chair, potentially one that's comfortable. Maybe you could lay back a little bit and have your head up, and if you're lying in your bed, possibly, preferably have it be the lights are dim, have them be darker, not completely black, but okay. So the way it is you lay, if you sit in your chair or lay in your bed, close your eyes, put your hands to your side, and just try to be aware of your body. Be aware of your breathing. Know that you're breathing in and you're breathing out. Be very aware of your body in general. Your hands hanging by your side, the tips of your toes, your legs, your insides, your body, everything. Feel your breathing. Feel your breathing. Be aware of your breathing. Perhaps you'll even feel your heart pulse. You'll even feel the pulse of your fingertips. You'll feel the pulse of your body. Your body is just one. You're actually feeling, and you're feeling your part of your body that is physical, that is tangible, that is there. Now, at the same time, the center of your consciousness, which is between your eyes right now. Where are you right now? Where is your consciousness? As it's being said in some distant religions, the center of consciousness is the pineal gland. It's between the eyes. Well, I want to focus on that center of consciousness right now. Now, what I'd like you to do is just look at like what you're actually visualizing as you see. You're looking at a blank black slate almost of your eyes, just outside of your eyes. You're seeing a speckles. You're seeing spots. You're just seeing like a projector screen that is dark. Now I want you to focus on that. Project out through your mind's eye. Look beyond that, as if you're staring into space on a starry night. As if you're just laying back and staring and look at the timelessness, at the depth and the magnitude of space, seeing the stars, seeing the planets, seeing the night sky. That is now your mind's eye projection. Now, also, you're going to feel your thoughts. Your thoughts now are just swirling. Your thoughts are just whirling. And you're always thinking. Sometimes you're overthinking. Overthinking. Your thoughts are swirling like a hurricane, like a whirlpool, maybe like a river passing by. Now, as you project out through your mind's eye, as you're projecting further out, I'd like you to just watch your thoughts from afar. From that outer space, from that projection out, you're separate. You're in stillness. You're in timelessness. You're one with creation. You're just one with your origin of a being. And you're watching your thoughts. You're seeing those thoughts. Just watch them. Just observe them outside of your thoughts. You're no longer in them. You're watching them. Feel your breathing. Feel your breathing. Feel your body. Feel your toes, the tips of your toes, the tips of your fingers. Go back to your body. Feel your pulse. Feel it pulsating through your fingers. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your breathing. Okay, now, at the same time, you're projecting through your mind's eye simultaneously as you're watching your thoughts just swirl. You're outside of your thoughts. Now you are in stillness. You're in quiet stillness, observing your thoughts. Now your thoughts are going to try to pull you back. They're going to try to pull you back in, back to the whirlpool, back to the hurricane, to be part of them, just to be caught up in them, just to be swirling with them. But no, Focus back. When you feel that happening, when you feel yourself pulling back into yourself, into your thoughts, recenter. Go back to your breathing, back to feeling your body, your physical body, your tangible body. Feel your breathing. You're breathing in. You're breathing out. You're feeling your pulse. You're feeling the blood flow through you. You feel your heart surge. You can feel your body. You can feel it. Maybe it's relaxing more. Perhaps it's getting even more relaxed as you're aware. You're sinking a little more into your seat as you're thinking. As you're projecting through your mind's eye, at the same time, you're in your body, you're thinking of the body, but now you're between your eyes, you're in your mind's eye, projecting out into that starry night, into that vast, infinite depth of space. Now, you're watching your thoughts. You're just keeping an eye on those swirling thoughts again. You're just seeing those thoughts. You're hearing them, feeling them. Perhaps you're not standing away from your thoughts. Perhaps you're in the very center, the very center of a spoke wheel, which never spins. The hub, the eye of the storm. Perhaps you found that eye of the storm, the calm stillness. As a hurricane, as a storm whirls around you, the very center is still, is calm, is tranquil, while a massive confusion swirls around it. But you're not caught up in your thought. It's going to try to pull you back. It's going to try to pull you back in, but no. You go back to your breathing. As you feel your thoughts being pulled back, as you're trying to be sucked back into the confusion of your thoughts, of your whirling thoughts, pull back to your body. Pull back to your center. Pull back to your breathing. Pull back to your pulse. Pull back to your feet, your fingertips, your entire body as it is. Feel your breathing. Control your breathing. Feel it rise. Feel it fall. Feel your heart. You can feel your heart. You can actually feel it surging through as you're quiet. You can hear it in your eardrums. You can hear your heart. You can feel your pulse. As you look through your mind's eye, as you look at that starry night, as you look and you project from your mind's eye outward, you're finding that calm stillness, which is timeless, which is quiet, absolute quiet, as you are in the center of your thoughts, not stirring. You're still. Your thoughts are swirling around you, but you're not part of them. Maybe for a second or two, maybe longer. You're completely outside of your thoughts, just observing them from afar. And this is how you separate yourself. Now, I want you to do this for about maybe 15 to 20 to a half hour a day. Now, after this process is done, open your eyes. Take a deep breath. Look around you. Take a deep breath. Perhaps you drifted off to sleep, maybe. You might have gone to sleep after this point. But at this point, stand up, stretch, maybe go out and get some fresh air, something. Now, this is an exercise that I practice. This is how I try to focus myself. This is my meditation process, actually explained. A lot of people talk about the process of meditation. A lot of times you hear about, meditate. And you always it's always the closing of eyes, and people are sitting cross-legged with their fingers kind of caught. Now that's some certain type of meditations, and that's all finding the same center that I just said. There's a looking for the center of consciousness. It's all in the way of aligning. The way I like to think of it is that our being of our body. We are physical, we are body, we have an animal body. We are spiritual, of course, and we have mind. We have our brain, we have our mind. So this exercise actually will segregate each of us, each of our part of our being, so that we can observe everyone simultaneously and yet separately. The idea of this is to separate your mind, your thoughts, your swirling, whirling confusion of thoughts, and to pull out of there and observe them. Now, as I said before, as you practice this, as you practice your exercise, you're going to be able to watch your thoughts. It will teach you to step outside your thoughts, not to be caught up with them, not to be sucked into them, not to be part of them. And things will start bubbling up. Like I said, past traumas, past things, past wait. If you had gotten angry at somebody unjustly, it will come back to you for review. So there is a disclaimer. These are just merely ways of finding your redirection that you were intended to be. We had a certain level of code. We had a human code. I think I had discussed this one other time. The human code that we actually have, that we are imprinted, that's instinctive within us, that guides us. And these resentments, these traumas, these heartaches, these misguide us. These are roadblocks. These are detours into destruction. These are detours into confusion, into misery, because we are not handling them. So this meditation exercise will reveal your problem. But as they come up, as these traumas start to reemerge in your life, you just want to observe them. See them for what they are. Just understand that, yes, this is it. Don't sit there and maybe wallow in. You don't want to wallow. You don't want to judge or resent those who inflicted these on you. Observe them without emotion. Observe them for what they are. Just see them, because now your practice is teaching you to separate outside of the swirl of your mind. And you're looking at these from another point of view, another segregated point of view that's going to help you find yourself. Now, people, this is a practice that will find you eventually to a state of higher calmness. It will strengthen you as you practice this. Now, as anything, just as working out, just as anything that takes discipline, that takes commitment, this is another thing that takes commitment and practice as well, is just understanding your mind, understanding your physical well-being, and correcting it, and looking into your past and finding ways of resolving it. Remember what I said before, people. You can't be the matador unless you face the bull. And I've said this, and this is one of my mottos that I like to refer back to. Now, you have to face the bull of your traumas, the bull of your heartaches that have led you to where the misfortune that you have gotten to. Now, people, that was it. That was basically it. This is that was the meditation exercise that I practice. And perhaps some of you INFJs out there do or do not meditate, but this is essential, especially our type. The fact that this is an INFJ channel, this is a help for our specific personality type, and I see the great proclivities that we have. I know that we have a different type of mindset, and we are a confusing type, as we know. I've talked about that. And it is highly important, especially for our types, to have some kind of level of control. Not control, but understanding of our mind. And being that our mind is very complex, very deep, and it takes us to places we probably don't want to go. This is an exercise that will separate you from your mind, from your soul, and face your issues head on. And again, people, this could lead you to a state of higher consciousness, a state of awareness, a state of grace, a state of wonderful bliss that is immeasurable and something that you've been looking for your whole life. And that's pretty much it. I just told you how it is and who it is, why I do this. And so people, I only do this out of the fact that, again, I have a calling. I just plain do. And I want people to hear this. I want people to know this. And I think it's important, especially for our types, because I'm this type and I know this is what we need to find. So people, please help me out. I hope you like this segment of my program, and please support me. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me some comments below, and I would like to continue growing this channel. This is very important that this channel grow, that we can reach as many INFJs, as many people in this mindset, so that we can find a greater clarity of our lives, because it's just that important. Well, anyway, people, thank you so much for your time, and I'm glad you stuck around to the end of this video, and I will see you again on the next one. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.